Welcome back to the channel, guys. So if you did catch the last video, I did mention that I was buying some new parts for this thing, and I actually did end up getting some struts and some shocks. If you come over here, you can see that I did get some Koni orange non-adjustable shocks and struts. I was gonna do the adjustable from Strange, but I think it was more directed towards like a drag racing type, and obviously this car would never be anything to do with drag racing ever. So I figured I would just go with those. They were like a little bit cheaper on American Muscle, but I did bite the bullet. I guess I got what I deserved from going through American Muscle, mainly just because it ships through FedEx, and I've only got one strut in my possession right now. I'm still gonna be waiting for the next strut tomorrow. It apparently, I guess, got on the wrong truck somehow. But I mean, that's just what I get from going through FedEx instead of UPS. So since I am still missing a strut, I might go ahead and knock out the shocks tonight. It is already 10 o'clock. So I figured I'm gonna go ahead and do those, and then tomorrow, it's supposed to be rain all day, so I don't really expect me to be working. So I figured I would go ahead and knock out the struts then. But I also have those SVE cast camera plates that I mentioned in the last video. I might go and try and knock those out too while I'm at it. If I do go ahead and pop the trunk, you can tell that I already got pretty much everything out. Because a lot of you know that I do have this custom sub set up, and pretty much everything's out. I just got to unclip these sides just that way I can get it easier to reach the top of the shock. Honestly, I think my plan, just because I think it'll be easy enough, I don't think I'm gonna take the wheels off the back. Obviously, whenever I do the fronts, I will have to take those off. So honestly, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and throw the GoPro up, and I guess I'll get to start knocking out the back. What's a spring back there? I don't know what that would be from, but I guess I'll throw it right there for now. Okay, see ya. Okay, so I should be able to just undo that and undo the bolt, and then I gotta get to the bottom, obviously, and undo it from there. Alright, so I got both those pieces off, so I guess I'm gonna go and jack the car up and then release the shocks. Walking my dog. Alright, so hopefully I can get under here, jack it up, and nothing falls on me. Because, I mean, I kind of just go as is and just kind of hope. It's kind of how I do stuff. I was actually just gonna take this to my mechanic guy. Oh, yep, let's just hit that. I don't need that anyways. But he said he couldn't get me in late next week, and I really don't want to be carless for less than a week. So I figured I'd trust my other mechanic that is so good, which is me. I'm not good. I know absolutely nothing, but gotta start somewhere, I guess. Daggone, that mid-pipe hangs low. I know it hangs low, but it did not hang that low. Man, maybe one day I'll have a lift. But jacking this thing up sucks. Alright, so I've now got both the shocks on, and I guess tomorrow I will go ahead and try to tackle the struts. And I think I'm also going to do the cast camera plates. I'm not entirely sure if I have to drill anything or not, but I guess we'll find out. So I guess I'll pick this back up tomorrow. Alright, so it is now the next day, and the other strut did finally get delivered. But of course the box was the same way. It was just really damaged. It was pretty much wide open whenever it showed up at the front door. I did go ahead and knock out the shocks last night, and then the only thing that's left, I do got to tighten the bolts on the top. But other than that, I am going to go ahead and start on the front and try to get these cast camera plates installed too. But you can see both these shocks are right here. And I guess I'll go ahead and get started on doing all that. I do need to tighten that stuff up first, and then I'm gonna be working on this stuff up here. Okay, so I'm not gonna really be able to fit my head in there with a GoPro, so I'm just gonna kind of explain what the process is. So you got 2 bolts right here on this bracket. I think this is a 24 millimeter. So then I take that one off, and then obviously I can remove the bracket, and then I'll have 2 more 24 millimeters under there. And then I might go ahead and take off the ABS, which is down there. I think it's like a 1/4 inch or something. I'm gonna go ahead and knock that stuff out, and I am gonna set the camera up just so you guys can still see. This isn't like a how-to video, so it's not that big of a deal to me, but I know there's no way, after doing it for so many times, there's no way I'm gonna fit that GoPro in there while still trying to see everything. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and sit you guys down, and I might throw some music over it or something, and then I guess I'm gonna go and get this knocked out. So the shock is now out, and I've now got to remove these cast camera plates. Not exactly sure how they come off. I would just imagine it's just these bolts, and then I'm imagining these just kind of click out. But gotta do that, and I gotta put the new ones on, and then after that I'll put the new strut in there, and then I'll have to get everything spaced out. That way the hood obviously doesn't hit the top of the strut. But I guess that's what I'm gonna go and do now. I have both the new struts right here ready to rock, and just gotta get the cast camera plates off and put the new ones on, and then I'll be replacing the strut. So I got this side knocked out, and I'm probably gonna go and do the other side tomorrow, just because I did start a little bit late, and it is already 1:30 in the morning, and I do have work tomorrow, so I figured I'm gonna go and knock out the other side tomorrow, just so I'm not up any later than I am right now. And then after that, I guess I will try to potentially call a shop, I guess Monday, since it will be Friday tomorrow as I'm filming this. And I guess I'm gonna have to go get this thing aligned properly. As you can see, obviously, I've got the strut in there, which I know you can't see anything. But then I've got this cast camera plate up here, which I mean, everything's not torqued down, so don't like look at it too hard. But obviously, you can tell a difference. This one has way more adjustment than the stock one. So I guess that's pretty much gonna be the end of the video. And after editing most of this video, I realized I didn't necessarily explain everything perfectly, just in case if you was trying to somewhat follow along. Now, I will say the struts, you do have to transfer some stuff over, so you can always look that stuff up to see exactly what you need to transfer over. And then another thing is the old cast camera plates, or the factory ones, they were really hard to get off. I had to kind of rig something up, and then I was able to somewhat use an impact to get it off. But to get these on, it's the same way. You're just pushing it up through the bracket, and then you're putting these, I think, as LMR said, they said if you have a lowered car more than 3/4 of an inch, do closer to the fender, and then they said push it closer to the firewall. I don't necessarily know the exact reason. I don't know my alignment stuff as good. This tire seems to be okay. I think this one is maybe towed out just a little bit. You can't really tell. But like I said, I am going to try to call a shop Monday and try to get an alignment in. Hopefully they'll be able to squeeze me in Monday, and I won't have to wait any later in the week. But if I do, I guess it's no issue. I guess other than that, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. And I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one.